Well, good morning. How is everybody? It is Lisa Copeland, and today is Thursday, November 8th, and this is 15 Minutes of Fierce. And look at all my friends jumping on here, Michael and Anthony and Chris and Sandra and Natalie and Michelle. How are you? This is probably the tiredest I've ever been doing a show with you guys. We rolled in from Dallas at about 1 a.m. this morning after literally, we sat in meetings for 10, well, let's see, we got there at 1, and we left there at 9:15. Yeah, we sat in meetings for about 8.5 hours. But it was unbelievable. And so it was really cool. I got to go meet with NFL media, and they represent people like Joel Osteen. No big deal, right? And the gentleman we met with the agent, who I've known for a long time, and it looks like he and I are doing a deal, and we're bringing this big project to light. And he has, he's a former NFL negotiator, arbitrator. He has negotiated the biggest, largest contracts in NFL history, including for those of you out there, LT and oh my gosh, there's nobody in the NFL he hasn't represented. His office was ridiculous. And his first assignment, it was really fun, was when he first became an agent, he went to Lou Holtz and he said, "Hey, I want to talk to some of your players." That's when Lou Holtz was at Arkansas. And unbeknownst, I took my husband with me because this is such a big deal. I needed all buy-in on all decks. And my husband was out there playing at the time. And I said, "Well, how come you didn't recruit my husband to the NFL then?" So that was pretty fun. Well, good morning, everybody. Anthony and Josh and Sean and Trendy and Aaron. Good morning, Michelle, Janelle. Anyways, guys, what an amazing day. What an amazing meeting I had yesterday. What we were talking yesterday about community and about doing things on your own and being successful and connecting with other people. So this man, who's probably one of the most famous agents in the world, he is literally Jerry Maguire, but the real version of Jerry Maguire. Anyways, I've been working on this project since 2013. And 5 years later, it's finally coming to fruition. And it has been since, but I kept up with him. I did the work, all of that. And so what is it out there that you're willing to do? Good morning, Dan. I owe you a phone call. If you would have gotten on earlier, you'd know I was in meetings until 9 o'clock last night in Dallas. What is it that you're willing to do to stay the course? What connections are you willing to make? Hey, Kyle, Gloria, whatever. Right here, we have a group of some of the most connected people that make stuff happen. First of all of you get up at 6:45 in the morning. That right there is that puts you in the top 0.5% of the world. When I was telling this, the owner of NFL Media yesterday, I was telling everybody I was in Dallas yesterday in a 9-hour meeting with the president and CEO of NFL Media, sports agent. He's truly Jerry Maguire. He has negotiated the 4 top NFL contracts in the world. LT, Randy White, I don't know, the names were staggering. My husband was dying. We're in there, and every jersey, every helmet, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, every helmet that's signed in here, yeah, that's directly from the players because I represented them." So, and then now he represents Joel Osteen and has for the last 6 years, Hagee, Pastor Hagee. Anyway, so no, I'm not going into the ministry and I'm not going into the NFL, but I may as well be. So, what are you guys going to do? What are you ladies and gentlemen going to do to connect with people that can change your world? And when I thought about it yesterday, as I was sitting in his office and all the NFL memorabilia was around, he's also represented three world champion boxers, whatever. And so he typically doesn't work with civilians. So I'm the civilian. But I'm looking around it yesterday and I thought, why am I in an NFL Media's office? Because I got something I want to get done. And they're the ones to do it. So I haven't bored anybody else with it. I went right to who I knew it could get done. Now, I've been working with him for 5 years. So there's the rest of the story. So he represents the NFL. He represents Joel Osteen. Wow, right? And now he represents Lisa Copeland on this project. And so what is it you're willing to do? What is it you're willing to do to get done? what you want to get done. Ginger, good morning. It's only 7:45 here. Good morning, Lisa. Our morning is fierce. Oh, good morning, fierce family. Nigel says good morning. Subaru Steve, good morning. 4 a.m. on the West Coast. Yes, Dan, I know you got back in town yesterday. All right, so I talked yesterday about building community, about aligning and linking with people that can help you. They can help you take your idea to impact. That's really all the big sell is. That's all it is to be fierce. I'm heading to Houston to speak. And then Sunday I go to Las Vegas. I think I told you guys for FCA. And then Wednesday, New York. Thursday, Atlantic City. Monday, San Francisco. But with all the same message for every stage I'm going to hit. Ladies and gentlemen, how will you take your big idea and create impact? Because at the end of the day, we are human beings that want to create impact. And after I spent 9 hours yesterday, I didn't even take a bathroom break. That's probably way too much information. But 9 hours with the top NFL arbitrator, negotiator, agent to the stars, and then on the other side to Joel Osteen and Pastor Hagee. And anyways, the one thing that I walked away with, well, a contract, so that's good. But I walked away with the fact that people who want to win don't give up. They don't, they lay it all on the field, and then after they get rolled over on the field, they pick up their jersey, they pick up their hat, and and their helmet, and they do it again. So what is it you want to do? What connections are you going to make out there that will change the game for you? Are you going to utilize this group of amazing people that get up at 6:45 in the morning, 4:45 on the West Coast, and connect and collaborate? Like, I am more for this whole collaboration thing after yesterday now. We were in his office, and he's got this whole book because he was involved with collective bargaining for the NFL. And he has a book from every single year from collective bargaining negotiations. Because, like I said, everyone from Randy White to, Donald Trump was his client. He negotiated with the Trumpster to be able to buy LT out of his contract with the New Jersey Generals so he could go on to play for we heard story after story after story. It's so legit. It's not even funny. But he said, Lisa, I cannot tell you how many times either myself or my client have been knocked down in the dirt, and I'm like, pick it up, suck it up, cupcake, and it's time to go back at them again. You see, you don't lose a game that you quit. You just quit, right? You don't lose a game that you don't quit. You just keep going, and you keep picking up, and it's how bad do you want to do it? How bad? How big is the idea that you're willing to lay it all out there, right? Anthony, good morning. Yes, I'll see you in New Jersey. And Angela, where will you be in Houston? Angela, that's a great story. I'm speaking at Habitat Warrior Conference. I don't even know where it is. How bad is that? I don't even know. But it's habitudewarrior.com, and I'll put it up. Dan, teamwork makes the dream work. So somebody raise up out there and tell me if you have reached out to anybody in this network. The collective bargaining negotiations for the NFL is some deep stuff. Oh, Anthony, the stories we heard yesterday, and I'm so glad that, I brought my husband because it's really a big decision that I need to make, and it's something that our family needs to make. And so anyways, that's why I brought him in. And he and Joe talked for 2 hours before my meeting ever started. And that's because my husband played for Lou Holtz at Arkansas at the time that Joe was coming into being an NFL agent. And he was talking about the guys that he was recruiting off the field as he was watching them. And I'm like, why didn't you recruit my husband over here? And it was funny, but it's unbelievable that when, to get to the top of your game, whether it's in the NFL or if it's in the automotive industry or if it's wherever it's at, you got to be willing to go out there and hit the field and go to battle. It's, there's nothing in life easy, but I'll tell you guys, it is easier if you do it with somebody else. It is easier if you invite somebody, if you talk to people, if you collaborate with people, if you find people that are on the same mission, excuse me, that you're on, that can give you ideas and that can look at things from a 10,000 foot view. I saw that at a very high level for me yesterday. This guy has negotiated the 4 biggest NFL contracts in the history of the NFL. The history of the NFL, NFL media. And then, of course, he has a $140 million a year media contract for Joel Osteen. He is no joke. Okay. and he's 71 years old, and he is tough. And what I found yesterday is that he made me defend my position all through the conversation. And he kept bringing me back to certain points and then seeing how I would defend it. It was a great test. And after we left his office at 9 p.m. in Dallas, Texas, and started driving home, I told my husband, I was like, he was fleecing me, wasn't he? I said, it was a test to see my tenacity. It wasn't to see my knowledge or my talent or any of that. I mean, that was never in question, or I wouldn't have had a 9-hour meeting with him. But it was willing to see whether I was going to stay the course, because he said, you're going to get knocked down and you're probably going to get batted around pretty hard. Are you ready to stay the course? And then he had this picture by his desk. I'm going to post him. And the picture says, I am your huckleberry, this great painting. And I said, he looks at me and he says, I'm going to stand in the gap for you, and I'm going to fight like hell for you. He said, I'm your huckleberry, because now I'm your agent. And it was so interesting, because who is that person that stands in the gap for you? Who's that huckleberry? Because you see, you can't go out and change the world or take your idea to implementation or do whatever you're going to do by yourself. I'm convinced you can't. I mean, that's why football teams have an entire team, and it isn't just two guys on the field tearing it up. Those are boxers, right? Boxing is a very lonely sport. We want to play a team sport here. What is everyone saying out here? Laura, good morning, Anthony. Viewership is rising. Lisa, it is. Yes, thank you, Josh. Neil, how are you? Laura, good morning. Okay, so my challenge to you, ladies and gentlemen, today is I want you to connect with somebody within this group, within Big Sellers Mastermind, within this, and find out what is the common theme of what you do. How can you guys help each other? Whose huckleberry are you going to be? And you know what? You might need a huckleberry. You might need somebody out there that's, as Joe would say yesterday, that's willing to stand in the gap, willing to make decisions and negotiate. And that's what he told me. He said, hey, you're going to have things come at you, but you know what? I'm going to stand in the gap. I'm negotiating. I'm running the ship. You just go do your job. And, it was such a huge relief to me. And I have lots of agents. I've got speaking agents and media agents and a literary agent, lots of them. But this is a totally different deal. And, it was the first time, I'm going to tell you guys, I think it was the first time in my entire career I felt like I had a partner in my business career. The first time where I had, excuse my French this early in the morning, a badass sitting in my corner, almost saying to the world, come at her. Come on, because I got this. And that's what, I walked away yesterday going, that's what everybody needs. Everybody needs a Joe. Everybody needs somebody who can stand in their corner and stand in the gap. And I just want to encourage you, because I after yesterday's meeting, I don't believe I could do what I wanted to do if I didn't have him in my corner, literally. There would be no way. I would get chewed up and spit out. But what we're doing is that big. And, I have the knowledge in this piece, and there's going to be more coming, because we're making announcements super quickly. So I'm not trying to be a phantom on you. It's coming. The deals are cut. We're just now, our attorneys have to draw contracts. But I can tell you, NFL media, and if you look at my Facebook page, ridiculous, his office, because he has negotiated the 4 top NFL contracts in the world, ever, highest paid. LT. You football guys know that. He negotiated the highest contract. He negotiated to get him out of under Donald Trump's employment with the New Jersey Generals on a defunct team. Randy White, Troy Aikman, oh my God, Jerry Jones. They're all his clients. It's ridiculous. Lou Holtz. Like I said, I think he has 38 NFL, but the one that really threw me back was, of course, he's handled Joel Osteen for the last 6 years. And so Pastor Osteen is a force to be reckoned with. There's no doubt about it. Melissa, good morning. Natalie, so excited, Lisa. Thank you. Melissa says, you're right. We all need someone to run with us and protect us. And Melissa, it's even more than that. Sometimes I think it's standing in the gap. It's standing in that spot. The gap, it's 2 things to me. It's standing there in front of you sometimes as people are shooting at you, but it's also standing in your blind spot. Why I think one of the reasons our meeting took 9 hours yesterday is because I had a lot of blind spots. I said, well, I've got this slide, He's like, but you're missing this, you're missing this, you're missing this, and these are things we'll handle. And these are things we want you to jump out of right now. Not something that you need to be doing. We'll handle it. And then when I walked out, he said, now you have a team of 30 of us. And I was like, wow, there's numbers, or there's power in numbers. Who's your team of 30? We have people right here. Let me see. I don't see how many people are on this right now. We have 47 people on this right now. We've got almost 2,600 in Big Sellers Mastermind. What are you doing with this incredibly tight tribe of people that get up every single morning and are doing the work alongside of you? All right, it's 7 o'clock. So hi, Ken. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Anyways, what are you doing to connect? What are you doing to find your tribe to help you take your big idea, your idea to impact? I didn't do anything any different yesterday, but I took my idea to create impact, and then I found the right guy to take it to market. What are you going to do? All right, I'm going to challenge you with that today. We've got an 11 o'clock webinar with Big Sellers, and it is how to build your fierce brand voice, how to take your idea to impact. We still have seats at www.befierce365.com/free training. /free training. And I hope I see you guys on there today at 11 Central Standard Time. Even if you can't be on it, sign up for it because we'll be sending it out afterwards. I've done a lot of work on it. It's really good. I won't lie. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow morning. And go out today, be fierce, make your dreams come true, lay it all out on the field, and collaborate and connect with somebody. All right, bye-bye.